Hello boys and girls. Today we're going to take notes on Envisions 11-5 and we're going to talk about the area of a rectangle. So let's define area first. Area of a figure is the amount of surface it covers. So if you want to think of your backyard, the area that is covered by grass is the area, and say the fence, the thing that around the outside, would be considered the perimeter. So you want to be focusing today on the grassy area inside. There is a formula for area. It is area equals length times width. So the first example I'm going to show you is the area of a rectangle. The area of a rectangle for this example will be 2/3 feet times 1/2 foot. We are going to follow the same exact process we've been doing in class, where we can either multiply straight across, multiply your numerators and then multiply your denominators and reduce at the end, or we can reduce beforehand. So that's what I'm going to do. And I notice that this numerator 2 and this denominator 2 can be simplified. So 2 divided by 2 equals 1 and 2 divided by 2 equals 1. Now I'm going to go ahead and multiply straight across. 1 times 1 equals 1 and 3 times 1 equals 3. For area, our label will be feet squared because we're talking about length and width, two-dimensional figure. Okay, for an example of area of a square, we're going to be given the information that the sides are 3/4 of an inch. And because we know a square has 4 equal sides, we know that we can just go ahead and multiply 3/4 times 3/4, length times width. I'm going to, in this case, I have to just multiply straight across because there's no reducing beforehand. So 3 times 3 is 9, 4 times 4 is 16, and my label will be inches squared. Let's just do one more example. And I want to do this one because I'm going to show you how we still may have to reduce at the end. So for this example, our figure will be 4/6 of a yard times 1/3 of a yard. I like to rewrite it down here just so I can really do my work. And I'm going to look, and unfortunately I cannot reduce beforehand. I cannot reduce 4 and 3 or 1 and 6 with one another. So I'm going to multiply straight across. 4 times 1 is 4, and 6 times 3 is 18. Now, 4/18 can be reduced. So I want to think about what's the GCF of each of them, or what is a common factor of each of them. I know they're both even, so I'm going to go ahead and divide the numerator and denominator by 2. And 4 divided by 2 is 2. 18 divided by 2 is 9. And my label is yards squared for my final answer. In class, I'm going to show you more of how to use the model. But for tonight, if you can do 2 examples for me and come to class with those. The first example is going to be 3/5. I'm going to call it units. Units could be any measurement. Times 2/5 units. And the second example will be 1/4 unit times 1/2 unit. Okay. And I'll see you in class with those done tomorrow. Good night, boys and girls.